Salem Dharandaran of the DMK is joining us. T.R. Ramesh is advocate and he's a free temple activist joining us. Before I take the state government's response on what has transpired, T.R. Ramesh, do you want to elucidate what are the issues as far as this department and the Chidambaram Nataraja Temple is concerned? Why do we keep hearing of these skirmishes and pretty ugly fights between the temple management and the police and the HRC department in Tamil Nadu?
See, the Honorable Supreme Court on 6th January 2014 gave a final judgment and affirmed that the Dikshithars have the right to administer this Chidambaram Nataraja Temple as they have been doing for centuries. In fact, they set aside the orders of the learned single judge and the division bench of the Madras High Court, and also gave an opinion that the High Court should not have reviewed the matter when in 1951 it was confirmed that the Podu Dikshithars form a religious denomination. Now, it is the policy of the DMK party that Sanatan dharma should be decimated. And this temple is a Vedic temple. It is not even an Agamic temple. It is a Vedic temple where 2000-year-old Vedic practices are followed. And this is the only temple, large temple, that is not under the government control.
Yes.
So they target this temple. In 2014, the AIADMK under Jayalalitha was in power. After the Chidambaram Temple judgment, they grudgingly left the temple after 9 months. DMK came to power in May 2021. And from the time they were saying, we will take this temple under our control. This is a temple built by the kings, so the Dikshithars cannot administer. Now, there is nothing in the constitution that says temples built by kings should not be in the hands of the denomination. The HRC gave a lot of trouble. They asked for the accounts of the temples. The Dikshithars pointed out the Madurai Saurashtra Sabha case judgment, where two honorable judges of the Madras High Court had ruled that the HRC does not have an automatic right to summon for accounts from denominational temples. Then they gave an advertisement in a popular newspaper asking people to complain about Chidambaram Temple.
Yes, I've already listed that out. I have limited time. So let me just ask you one quick follow-up question before I go to the Dharandaran. You contend that this is particularly happening with more vicious intent because of the DMK and it's because of its ideology.
Yes, because the earlier DMK leaders, they made a statement in the as early as 50s or even before that the day the Chidambaram Temple and the Srirangam Rangana Swami Temple, a Vaishnavi temple, are blown to pieces by cannons, that is the day that Tamil Nadu should rejoice. So they hate this the temples which are icons for Saivism and Vaishnavism. And they hate the community that runs them. That is the truth.
Okay. Mr. Dharandaran, how do you respond to the fact that since you've come to power, despite the fact that this temple is supposed to be run by the Dikshithars, you keep trying to interfere at what pretense or another? And the manner in which the police is dealing with the priests and the temple property and its area, it's absolutely appalling.
No, I think it's not absolutely true. See, HRNC was formed even before India got independent, before DMK came to power. HRNC manages most of the temples in Tamil Nadu, and that is why Tamil Nadu has the best maintained temples in the country. And if you look at HRNC website, all the temples which are part of HRNC, they say how much money they have received as non-kode or donation, and then how they have been spent. For example, Palani Temple, for example,
but that's not your job.
Offers. No, why?
It's not your job.
But who are Dikshithars? Who are Dikshithars? Do they own
No,
the
they're
temple?
the ones who run the temple. It's their job. It's not your job. The court decided on that.
Wait. But court gave a caveat in the judgment. I'm not sure if you read the judgment.
Yes, the mismanagement of funds.
Yeah, the mismanagement, exactly.
But you have to first prove some mismanagement before your police starts entering temples like this. Is there no sanctity to be maintained of a temple property?
First, you should speak or I have to speak. When the previous gentleman spoke, he was uninterrupted, but I've been interrupted.
Because
like
you're making it sound like it's your job to check what the temple does. It isn't.
No, only if you let me complete, you will understand what I'm trying to say. If you just interrupt, then I'll be understood wrong by the viewers.
Okay, go ahead.
So if that's what you want, then I do not know. very clear. From 2009 to 2013, 1.5 crores was the money that was received as donations in the temple. But before that and after that, the Dikshithars have been saying they've received only 3,000 rupees for the whole year. That's what they have claimed, 3,000 or 30,000. And second, it's not the DMK that said that this temple has to be in HRNC. Even before independence, one justice, Revered Justice Muthuswamy Iyer, had told that these people do not own the temple and it should be publicly owned.
Nobody owns the temple. That's not anybody's argument. But there is a clear-cut Supreme Court judgment. I asked you a two-part question. I'll give you time to respond to both of them, and I'll take your question over the mismanagement of funds to T.R. Ramesh. But please explain to me, how is it that since your government came to power, these skirmishes are happening repeatedly?
Not true. I think history doesn't say that. In 1983, one Dikshithar himself went to MGR and complained that there has been...
Please talk to me about post-2014, post the judgment.
You said only my party. I'm saying it happened during ADMK. Now you are saying
that was pre-judgment of the Supreme Court in this matter. I am saying in 2014, the court clearly outlined who's going to control the management of the temple. Now, post that, why is it that these cases are happening every year or few months since you came to power?
No, it happened all the time. That's what I'm saying. It started from the British era. It went during MGR. MGR recommended the temple be handed over to HRNCE. Jayalalitha did so the same. And now we are asking for the same because these Dikshithars acted in an arbitrary manner. Misappropriation of funds. There is allegation of child marriage. This is not what DMK government is wanting to go and take over this temple. It is, we receive complaints from people. We have received complaints from people.
Well, your State Department chief has said, a minister concerned has said that there are efforts on to take over the temple. I don't know how that is okay, but if anybody was to talk about taking over any other place of worship, it wouldn't be okay. But one second. In this case, the temple decided to restrict the entry of devotees for a period of time because they felt they cannot manage crowds. Now, can you tell me what justifies the manner in which the police handled this issue?
Who are there to stand between devotees and the god? If they think they cannot manage, they could have written to the Tamil Nadu government or the Tamil Nadu police department. They would have given police protection. Who are they? Why should they decide? This arbitrariness is a problem.
But then will you run into temples and fight with people in temple premises if there is a problem?
We do not fight with the people. We are standing with the people. Maybe you want to show to the people outside of Tamil Nadu that we are standing we are against the people who are going to devote. That's not true. No, you ask the devotees there. I've spoken to people in Chidambaram who go to the temple. They're all saying that these people are acting with high-handedness.
Fair enough. Those allegations in its place. No, one second. Those allegations in its place. There is CCTV footage to show that police officers are barging into the temple. What justifies that?
You yourself said there is a huge crowd they cannot manage. So if any place in Tamil Nadu, if there is huge crowd, it has to be managed. The police will have to go. And importantly, I'll tell you what Dikshithars, now they're saying their devotees, they're not allowing them to pray properly. In 2018, for one big businessman, after getting some, I don't know what from him, allowed him to host an entire marriage. And that time, the whole temple was
closed. You are very welcome to take these cases forward. But there is a manner in which you will have to deal with these cases. Anyways, let